Good afternoon, everyone, and the warmest of welcomes as we kick off the daily wrap at Converge at Walmart, where we bring you a snapshot of all the most interesting conversations, notable insights, key takeaways, and anecdotes from the day. My name is Madanmohan Rao from YourStory, and as my co-anchor today, I have with me Akhil Vishwanathan, VP of Technology International Tech at Walmart Global Tech India. He is a leader with over 20 years of tech industry experience spread across both product and service companies, including a stint as an entrepreneur. Welcome aboard, Akhil.
Hey Madan, great to be here.
Great. Thanks, Akhil. So, Akhil, yesterday we looked at some issues like digital transformation and talent pools. Today, some of the issues that are coming up are engagement, resilience, and ecosystem partnerships. Three key success factors for the future. Let's begin with engagement. Brands need to keep reinventing themselves and sometimes even creating new brands for new kinds of audiences. What are some of your thoughts on engagement through customization, personalization, etc., through AI and ML, for example? Akhil?
Hey, Madan, great points, right? Engagement, resilience, what you're talking about, and becomes all of them are really important when we look at the current situation we're in and where the world has evolved over the last 18 months. But when we specifically talk about engagement, loyalty is what comes to my mind. And we had a very interesting panel discussion on the future of loyalty programs. The focus, as you said, is on personalization, and that is what the customers today expect. Intermiles, Big Basket, Walmex, all are doubling down on personalization to attract and engage with the customers. This also came up in the service retailing session yesterday, where Akhil from PureFit talked about how they use personalization to increase adoption. So all the companies across the world, regardless of geography, is really focused on how we use personalization to connect with our customers and ensure that they continue to engage and re-engage with us going forward.
Thanks, Akhil, for those insights and real life examples. The second issue, of course, which comes up is resilience. We're coming hopefully out of the second wave, hopefully no more waves of this pandemic. But either way, resilience has been a wake up call for companies to focus on innovation, partnerships, robustness, and so on. So, what do you think are some playbooks, some strategies, some innovative approaches companies can use to deal with this kind of shock in the system? Akhil?
Yeah. Absolutely. Resilience, I think, was the most important thing that every company that survived and actually grew really had to change in its culture and its DNA, right? The pandemic basically changed a lot of things and the companies adopted and adapted to meet the needs of the customer. Now, what has really helped in resilience is the innovation mindset. And that has helped companies really change the game and help them meet the needs of the customer. There's some really successful example is like the Genie offering from Swiggy, the token booking system from Big Basket. They've done really well and they've helped these companies really, meet the changing needs of the customers, of the environment, and actually do extremely well in the last 18 months. The other area is on the upskilling and the education perspective. Now, the world has obviously moved away from the fill it, shut it, and leave it paradigm, right? Continuous upskilling has become very important, and access to online programs is the need of the day there. So really, resilience has really helped these customers or these companies really make the changes that are required to be successful in the current environment.
Thanks, Akhil. You brought up the point of how the DNA of the company must change, the architecture, the processes, and so on. Another thing I think which needs to change is the ecosystem relationships. Today, no company can survive on its own, and big innovative companies are now partnering with startups. They're partnering with investors. They're partnering with academia to bring in new ideas and new kinds of players into the ecosystem. What are some of your thoughts on the ecosystem playbook for companies? Okay.
Yeah. So when things change around the world, then obviously everything changes. So that means the way we interact with our ecosystem and how we leverage and work together completely changes from an ecosystem perspective. So to meet the changing customer behavior around the world, we've got various examples of how companies came together and worked together to it. One of the examples that stands out in my mind is how Flipkart worked with the Kiranas to ensure that we do faster delivery to the customers. And this has helped in multiple ways. The Kiranas were able to find more customers. The Kiranas were able to source better, right? So it was a win-win, both from a Kirana point of view and also the customer perspective. The other example that comes is the very successful PhonePe model that we have, where the huge focus on the ecosystem and how they leverage the India stack to really help it grow and then meet the customer needs, especially in the heartland of India. So these two really come to my mind when we talk about ecosystems and how companies have been able to successfully leverage the ecosystem to grow within India.
Thanks, Akhil, for your insights and your hard-earned lessons from this whole field. But the excitement doesn't stop with this discussion now. We're breaking for lunch. Post-lunch, we have some excellent Academia Connect sessions lined up with some really big names in the academic world. These sessions are sure to be tremendously insightful. Please do check them out. And if you haven't already done so, do check out the engagement arena online. There are a few quizzes you could attempt, and you could come away with exciting prizes for a few lucky winners. I also want to call out another opportunity for you to win exciting prizes. Please do tweet your key takeaways from the sessions with the hashtag Converge at Walmart. We will be monitoring these conversations on social media, and there will be exciting prizes for a few lucky tweets as well. So I urge you to actively engage, comment on the sessions, network, and complete the quizzes. All this and more will help you notch up points for the leaderboard that could help you win something special. So please go ahead and do that. With that, we come to the end of today's wrap up. You have all been such an amazing audience. Thank you all for joining us today and have a great session ahead. Thank you. Thank you, Akhil.
Thank you. Thank you, Madan. Looking forward to the exciting sessions in the afternoon.